basically,
when do storage tanks run empty?
your parts of the world like Australia, Philippines, Thailand, you are. But the question is when and where. I still say that with you, it's going to be, sometime in the month of May that you're going to end up with Europe hitting tank bottoms. And in the U.S., it's somewhere in that July 4th time period.
Okay, buckle up, kids. It's time for class. You're going to learn something today. So that is Jeff Curry. He's an expert. He's got a PhD in economics, expert commodities trader, expert market analyst, an expert at looking at numbers and trying to decide what they mean. But in this case, he gets an F in 1, communication, and 2, understanding the physical realities of the real world, which honestly is common among those kind of people. You see, in the commodities market world, tank bottoms doesn't mean empty tanks, and it doesn't mean the same thing that it means in the real physical world. In the real physical world, when you get to a tank bottom, the tank's empty. Now, in the oil commodities market world, tank bottoms doesn't mean an empty tank. It means when tanks get down to a certain level that they deem that oil to be unusable due to sediments and other things that have settled out in the tank over years. And he is applying the oil standard to gasoline storage, which is his fatal flaw. Now, first of all, let's be clear. He was talking about gasoline and not oil. We still have plenty of oil. We actually have more oil in inventory right now than we did 1 year ago. We're fine on oil. We've got like 430 or 40 million barrels of oil in inventory. We're fine. Now, we have a little over 200 million barrels of gasoline in storage, and the commodities market considers tank bottoms 180 million barrels. So when she asked, when are tanks going to be empty, his answer was tank bottoms. And in the market world, tank bottoms are 180 million barrels. That's not empty. That's 180 million barrels. But what he doesn't know, because he's a numbers guy, is that gasoline is clean. It doesn't have all of that dirt and sediment and sludge that oil does. It's been refined. It's clean. So you can't apply the oil tank bottoms standard to gasoline tanks. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's also telling you that our gas tanks are going to be empty by July 4th. That's where he fails in communication, because that is completely and totally false. What he is predicting is we will have 180 million barrels of gas in storage on July 4th, which may very well come to pass, but that is not tank bottoms in the real world. It's tank bottoms in the market world who don't know how to look at tanks. Now, the one thing that does happen in the commodity market world is when gasoline does get to that 180 million barrel of inventory mark that they consider to be tank bottoms, the price of it skyrockets. And that in itself is the trigger or the cushion that stops or greatly reduces all of the exports that are draining your tanks. We are not going to run out of gas on July 4th, and that's what he just made everyone believe. If we continued to export everything we're exporting right now, and inventories continued to drop all the way until we ran all of our tanks dry, which, listen, it's completely impossible. It'll never happen. I have us at like 32 or 33 weeks. But I've said it once, and I'll say it many times. We are not going to run out of gas in the United States. There are simply too many barriers in place to prevent that from happening.